Okay, somebody asked me for a Swiss style scraper. This is it. We do it like this. This is one piece of steel. You drill a hole here, just 8 mm. There you make a 6 mm hole to have a push screw. This is a tungsten carbide piece. To the angle I will come later. This has 18 mm. This here is one piece. Just ignore this style. This has 18 mm, and this here is just a 20 mm pipe with a 18 mm inside life or hole. So you take this piece and solder it inside this pipe. You can of course Loctite it in. This will work too. I take a pipe because a pipe is cheap, and when you grab it, it gets relatively fast warm, and you will not freeze your finger off on a pipe, and it's way cheaper than a rod and not as heavy. Okay, now we go to the angle of this piece here. Excuse me. So there we have this angle. You have to take in regard that when we scrape, we pull it like this, and yeah, the angles here are about, oh, that's the wrong, yes, there we are. This is, we make 95 degrees, and this should work out. You can of course change this angles here to softer or harder cast iron, aluminium or steel, like C45 or whatever. Softer steel work too, and this is it. It's nothing complicated. You just have to make yourself this piece here. You can take any steel you like. I would advise you take some softer steel. This is somewhat short for my gusto. Mine has about 1 centimeter here of travel, so I can pinch the scraping knife really hard in the head, because when I scrape, the vibrations will shake the whole thing, and I don't want it to come loose. You drill a hole first here, then you drill the second hole, you tap it, M6, M8, M10, what I know, take whatever you like. I would not take smaller as a M6. And then you heat the piece, you turn this piece to 18 mm, so it fits inside the 2 centimeter pipe with the 18 mm hole. And when this is a shrink fit here, or a fit, you take some oxy torch and heat it up here, and then you bend it here, so you get this angle. And this angle here, that should be about, 145 degrees. I can measure it from here to here. Now it's 144, but I would take 145. And this down here is 95 degrees, I assume. Let's measure it. Yeah, I talked about it here. Yeah, 95 degree. So, and that's all about it. You can of course make a second scraping head on the other side. I made this on my scraper. What you can make too is another piece of scraping rod. I will just make a sketch of it, because it will get fast really complicated. You just take a piece of feather steel, 5 or 6 millimeter thick, and then you bend it like this, and then you are going to this is a piece of feather steel, then you cut it off here, and then you grind it here sharp, so that this edge here is a sharp point. And then you can take this side here, you hold it, and then I can turn it. Like this. And then you hold it here, and then you pull slowly and soft. This, when you have a 6 millimeter point, it will go sharp, and about 4 millimeter edge. When you grind the sides too, you can almost destroy a scraped surface with this type of scraper here. You need some really fine feel to. It's almost a drawing knife. Don't use too much pressure. This is going to cut deep. And this here too. Those scrapers are extremely efficient. And you can easily resharp them. You can make 50 pulls or strokes, and then you can resharp them on the diamond disc. I like those because they work really good. Especially when you don't want to take a lot away, and in different metals, this kind of scraper is really nice to use. I would say you can change this part here, this cut off. I made several patterns of them. I will not show you any patterns because well, I am not interested in showing you this now, because it would lead to much more work for me. So I try to keep it short. That's not perfect. Yeah, that's okay. That should, yes. You can, of course, make the scraping edge like this. This works too. You can play around with these edges here like you want. When you found some efficient, take some notes. And that's all about this easy piece of scraping tool with two sides. Don't pinch an eye out of a friend, work colleague, whatever. Put some cork on it or take it out. Here you can use a screw too and make the same, just some Zapfen, a stud that you push in. Use some Loctite, drill a hole from the side, drill one hole here. You can make these pieces here bigger. You can use feather steel, spring steel, that works perfectly well. You can use hardened springs steel. You just have to heat it up here and then you bend it. And then just let it cool off when it has about, when it is not more orange and has about 300 degrees, you can shock it in water, in some warm water, not cold water, or oil. Then you can retain the feather or the spring tension back somewhat. When you take a thicker piece of spring steel, this works, of course, well too. That's about the Swiss pull scrapers. You will love them, especially this kind of scraper. They are, when you have a good angle here, they are really nice. What I would advise you is to take the edges off here. Make this piece here. Give me a second. So. I want to take off this and this. Take them, the edges, give it a slightly radius here. Then you don't cut deep with the edges into whatever you scrape. So this is not perfect, but you get the idea. Give them some concave form here. Then these edges won't grab deep. Then you have like a drawing knife here. It is of round shape. Then you can draw with a round edge over the steel. Yeah, there we are. Yeah, I think it's visible here. What kind of roundness you take here, don't get too precise. It's just a cutting edge. So when it is round, somewhat okayish, it don't needs to be perfect. It will be ground anyway all 1 hour or 2. So it's a drawing knife that rips off material. It does not have to be perfect. Also, I like my tools to be used, and it's not a museum piece. Well, this is 95 or 90 or 60 or whatever, and this is 145. Here the same. When you have it in your arm and you pull, you lay the thing on your shoulder and then you pull. And when the angle is not good, you just change it. It's not that complicated. That's all of me and the Swiss Pole Scraper. Thank you. Leave a thumb up here. When you have other questions, shoot them. You can take any piece of steel to make this. It just has to be harder as the cast iron or whatever you scrape. I scrape some epoxy granite surfaces with this kind of drawing knife. It works flawlessly. It's like kissing my girls, just fine and perfect. So there you have it. You can take some big screwdrivers and just bend it and then work with the screwdrivers. This works too. Yeah, but that's another topic. Thank you. Have a nice weekend. Bye. Make some, show me them. I like to share tools.